maybe heard of Leonardo DiCaprio, Scarlett Johansson, and Tom Holland, and many others, but have you heard of Sean Chiplock, Erica Mendes, and Troy Baker? No? Then Nolan North? Maybe Kira Buckland? I guess not. The first three names are actually names of famous actors. The other ones, however, are names of actors too. But they differ a little from the actors, because they are voice actors. In this video, we are going to introduce you to voice acting and provide some useful information related to it. What is voice acting? It is a profession and an act to represent a character or provide information to an audience using your own voice. These performers are called voice actors or voice talents. Examples of voice work include animated, offstage, off-screen, or non-visible characters in variety of works such as feature films, dubbed foreign languages, animated films, anime, television shows, video games, cartoons, documentaries, commercials, audiobooks, radio dramas and comedies, amusement rides, theater productions, puppet shows, and audio games. Voice actors also heard through pre-recorded automated announcements that are part of our everyday modern life in areas such as shops, elevators, waiting rooms, and public transport. The role of a voice actor may involve singing, most often when playing a fictional character, although separate performer is sometimes enlisted as a character singing voice. Singers can be voice actors, but unfortunately not all voice actors can sing. Now that you've noticed that there are more than one type of acting, there are also more than one type of voice acting too. There are situations that voice actors might find themselves in more than types. The first situation, the actor is voicing the character for the first time, making them the original voice for this character. The other situation, however, is when the actor is voicing a character that had already been voiced before in another language, that is, which we call dubbing. In the original voice acting, it is easier to do your work, not worrying about the timing and the lip syncing because it is the first attempt, and the director will lip sync the character itself, unless in more some cases where the character is already animated. Now, moving to the next point. There are some cases where the characters are not animated previously, and you need to voice and act the characters at the same time, using a technology named motion capture. Motion capture, or mocap, is a process of recording the movement of objects or people. In filmmaking and video game development, it refers to recording actions of human actors and using that information to animate digital character models in 2D or 3D computer animation. When it includes face and fingers or captures subtle expressions, it is often referred to as performance capture. In many fields, motion capture is sometimes called motion tracking, but in filmmakings and games, motion tracking is usually reversed more to match moving. You have to acquire great skill and great experience to become a motion capture voice actor. Some of them take 10 years to live this experience. Some of them, sadly, never get to. Now, here's a short video showing you how motion capture voice acting is done.
I remember when I did the auditions, I had come in with something that I had prepared, and it was really off the hook. It was, I had improvised a lot. I had brought in a lot of my own stuff at the beginning and at the end, and I thought it was pretty risky. And when I was done, there was a silence in the room, and they said, "Could you do it again, go even further?" And I think that's what they're referring to. I think we all have all the characteristics, like all the human emotions and characteristics, I think are in all of us. I think with characters like Voss that are very extreme, you kind of up one thing more than a normal person would. So I think Voss is in all of us. I mean, just like all the the monsters in the world, they're not unhuman. They're all human, right? So I think that would be my short, quick answer.
Action.
No. Getting into character and doing the scenes is nothing different than if I was to do it for a movie. It's pretty much the same. Obviously, you're in a suit, you're wearing a helmet, you're not in the environment that you're wearing. These things help a lot. And in film and television, you're acting for the camera and you're acting in like a master or a close-up. So that sort of helps you in specific moments, but the acting, like the internal machine is the same.
Well, that was a nice feedback. Now, moving to another point. So, what is required to become a voice actor? Just like acting and singing careers, voice acting doesn't require people to get a bachelor degree to become one or anything. Voice actors in America are actually freelancers. Well, there is no standard educational background for voice actors. Many voice actors seeking voice work have training in stage acting. Courses in voice acting are available both online and in person. In addition to learning voice work techniques, most courses also discuss self-promotion and teaches students how to create a demo. Voice actors should be able to promote their own work and have strong networking skills. With home recording equipment, a voice actor can remain competitive and quickly create and send out demos over the internet. Versatile voice actors, such as those who can perform accents or play multiple roles in one script, might have the strongest prospects for employment. A voice-over actor needs to warm up and practice consistently to prevent voice strain, just like what I'm having right now, especially when attending multiple recording sessions per day. As with all types of actors, voice actors should be prepared to audition and be rejected frequently before landing a role. Basically, in order to become a voice actor, you have to have skill, a lot of it actually, because it's never easy to do. Voice acting involves controlling your pitch. Is it high or low? Your rate, which you have to have the right time and speed. Could you believe that voice actors actually look out for seconds in their speaking? Even milliseconds. Articulation. Of course, they want their pronunciation perfect. Dialect. They will need to change their dialect according to the character. Resonance. When should their voice resonate? Where the resonation should start from? Their head, throat, nose, or chest? Finally, focusing on facial expressions and emotions. These two are highly related to each other because when you show emotion, your facial expressions will change automatically, and vice versa, which means when you change your facial expressions, your emotions and your toning may change. Here's an example of voice acting. I will say this line twice. Each time is going to be a different character. The first character. Alright, about time we get this started. The second character. Alright, about time we get this started. As you can notice, the first character is a calm, composed young man, but the second character is he's somehow of a confident man. Finally, here with our final point. How voice actors are chosen. Voice actors usually get their roles according to their skills and how they perform in auditions. Auditions is where the voice actors test their voices on several characters and the most accurate one gets the character. And for those who didn't get the character, they may have the chance to test other characters. If there's no luck, they may just go and leave. Don't forget your relations with voice directors. These are very important. They always like confident and famous people. Once you get the character, remember to protect the NDA. NDA is about confidentiality of information related to the project you're working on. This can include, but not is limited to, the title of the project, the platform it will released on, names, images, descriptions of characters, any information regarding the plot of story, and the actors and staff involved in the production. Once you break the NDA, your character soon changes voices. Then you may not have a job again. Just like what happened with a certain voice actor who revealed his voice as a character before the company tells him to announce it. Well, that's it for our video today. Thank you. I hope you learned something from it.